everyone. I'm going to walk you through a cool down. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you've just done a tough workout or some sort of workout, and you're looking to do some stretching. So right after the workout, I suggest that you go for, a 5-minute super easy jog, or just a spin on a stationary bike if you have one. Just to kind of flush those legs out of any lactic acid that you've built up. And so now I'm going to go through some stretches that I'd suggest. I know for speed skating you get a lot of tight hips and things like that. So I'm just going to go through a few stretches that I'd suggest. So these stretches in the cool down, I want you to hold them for a minute each. So 1 minute for one leg and then 1 minute for the other leg. I'm not actually going to time these for myself because that would make for a long video. I'm just going to run through some stretches that I suggest. And the first one, bring your foot in to the inside of your leg, foot straight out. Try and make sure your shoulders and your back is straight, and you turn your hips as well towards that leg that's extended, and you reach out like this. Now for this kind of stretch, you can kind of rock into it, making sure you're getting that full stretch, and towards the end, try and push it. If you can't get this low and touch your foot, that is fine. Just do what your body can do right now and progressively work up to it. Because stretching, I know it is nice, but if you really push it too much the first time, you might get a little bit more sore, right? So then you switch legs, same thing, back straight, turn, and getting that stretch. So this should stretch out your hamstring, and again you're holding it for 1 minute. Okay, so the next one, feet together right in front of you. So this one again is really good for speed skaters because we get those tight hips. You can kind of progress. I know if you look like this right now, this is a stretch that you need to incorporate into your routine. So again, making sure your back is straight. I know it's really easy to just kind of slump over like that, but you're not actually going to get, you shouldn't actually be getting a stretch like that. Try and keep that back straight first, and then try and bring your feet down. Okay? And if this is too easy, and if you have a partner, you can get them to push on your, put their knee on your back and push down on your legs. Or if you're by yourself, you can kind of just rock back and forth like that. The goal is to get your knees on the ground. I'm not quite there yet, but that's a progression that you can get up to. Okay, so the next stretch is bringing one foot back, other foot straight out. You should feel this stretch right here. Some progressions for this stretch. Try and keep both of your sit bones you're touching the ground. If you bring your knee up like this and it comes off the ground, it's too much. So listen to your body. So if that's too much, keep it straight like this. If this is too easy, you can bend this knee up like this. Sorry, adjust a little bit, just like that. Again, you're trying to keep your knees close to the ground as possible. And if this isn't enough, you can lay back just like that. Again, if your knee comes up, either of your knees come up, that's too much of a stretch for you. You need to come back to one of the easier things, exercises. So really read your body, make sure you're not pushing too much, okay? So again, 1 minute, and then you switch legs, same thing. So for the next one, I'm going to go into crossing this over like here. So you should feel this stretch in your glute, right? So you kind of hug your knee towards you. And for this one again, reminder to keep your back straight. I don't want your low back to be caved like that. So keep it straight, hug your knee into your chest, and again, keeping both sit bones on the ground. If this is too easy for you, you can bend your front foot, okay? And again, making sure both of your sit bones stay on the ground. And if it feels like it's too much, go back to this, okay? All right, so the next one, I'm going to go into a lunge. So for this one, especially in the cool down, you can kind of push it a little bit. I see you can't really see me very well. I'm going to move back a touch. Okay, so moving, making sure that your knee is over top of your ankle, and really that stretch comes from here, right? So again, back is straight, hips are parallel, square forward, knee is in line with your toe, not over top of your toe, and it's a nice right angle right here. And then you can push forward like this, making sure again that you're not, leaning forward or anything like that. You keep it straight and just push forward like this. Okay? Hold it for 1 minute. Switch legs. 1 minute. Okay? So for the next stretch, I'm just going to do, it's a calf stretch. So this one's really easy. You just kind of kneel on the ground, 1 foot fully on the ground. This one, front one. You can put your hands on your knee and then just lean forward like this. It's good to rock back and forth for this one a little bit and really try and stretch out that calf. Okay, so you hold that for 1 minute. You can kind of put as much of your body weight on it as you can, making sure it stays within reason. Okay, so the next one is this one. So you're going to have your knees a little bit wider than your body. I'm sure you've seen hockey players do this stretch. It's really good for speed skaters because it loosens up those hips. You can go down on to your elbows once you're a little bit more flexible, but if that's too much, stay up like this and try and rock back a little bit. This can be kind of a pretty tough stretch sometimes, so really ease into this one. Don't push it too hard. I don't want you to pull your groin or anything, but just make sure you're loosening it up a little bit. Okay? And again, to progress, you can go down and then as far as you can. Okay? So for the next one, I like to incorporate this just for my back, just the cat-cows, right? So for this one, you roll your butt under and then push up through here. So you're pushing your back through, up in between where your shoulder blades are, right? And then you curl your butt and then kind of goes vertebrae by vertebrae like that. Okay? So curl your butt up, right? And then the other way. Okay? And then another good one is just I think it's called just the child's pose, where you can kind of have your knees apart and just kind of put your head down on the mat, and then you can move side to side to stretch out your side there. Okay? So that's a good one. And another one, the final one I'll go through is this one where you spread your legs out wide. back is straight, right? You turn towards one leg and you go down, okay? Making sure your sit bones stay on the ground, right? If you're lifting through here, don't go that far, don't lean that far, just kind of lean like that, okay? And then hold this for 1 minute, then progress to the middle and go forward as far as you can. You can have your elbows down, you can progress to having your forehead on the ground, but I think most of you will be around your elbows or just having your hands up trying to stretch. So hold that for 1 minute and then transfer to the other side. Okay? Yeah. So those are some good stretches that I like to incorporate into my cool down. Another few suggestions that I would have is that YouTube has a lot of great yoga videos, which are actually really good for loosening up your body for afterwards. I like Yoga with Adriene. She has a few specific videos for hips, for back, you know, whatever is kind of feeling tight. And she also has some varying times for the videos. So there's a 10-minute video, 20, 30, and so on. So you can kind of scroll through there and see what you're feeling that day, what you need to stretch out. And again, for any of these exercises, making sure, like, feel your body. If there's something that is still tight, I'd suggest a roller or a ball if you have one. These are really good. Sometimes there's some stretches that just can't get into those deeper muscles, so these can really help to massage that out and kind of supplement the stretching that you're doing. Okay, so I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, please let me know. And yeah, make sure if you have just done a big workout, making sure that you're staying hydrated and you're getting a good snack or a meal in soon after this so that you're optimizing your recovery. Okay, have a good day. Bye.